everybody, and welcome back to Learning Through Life, where we homeschool, homestead, and try and learn through anything that life has to offer. Today we're going to start our morning like we always do, where we take care of the animals here. We've got a really small homestead, so we've got a dog and some chickens and some rabbits, but they are lots of fun and we love them. So come along with us as we do our morning chores with our animals. Yeah, so with the rabbits, you gotta sift out their food, but you wanna make sure we're not doing it over his water dish. You're doing it over his water dish. Let's take it over here. So rabbits will kick out their pellets and stuff if there's a lot of dust in the bottom. Ruh-roh. If there's a lot of dust in the bottom, so you kinda gotta get out that dust. We don't want all that in there. This is rabbit food. It is not for you.
He'll eat it anyway.
He will. Are you a dingo dog? Are you a dingo dog? You're going to eat that rabbit food? You can't eat that rabbit food. All right, so let's go ahead and give him a bunch so he is ready for tomorrow. We've got a lot going on tomorrow, so we're trying to minimize chores in the morning. We will always still come out and check on them and make sure they've got enough, but we want to go ahead and kind of give him a little bit more. Now I know there is, no, that's plenty, thank you. There's a ratio that you're supposed to give rabbits on how much food they're supposed to have. They're always supposed to have unlimited hay, but depending on their size, they're only supposed to have a certain amount of pellets. And I do that sometimes, but I also tend to break the rules a little bit. My rabbits are not in tiny little cages. So typically you ration the rabbits food because if you don't, they will just kind of sit in their cage and eat too much of it and get fat and health issues and all sorts of stuff like that. So I don't have that problem because my rabbits are outside in very large pens, and then on top of that I take them out of here and put them in big runs on the grass. So the grass is the same thing as what the hay is, only it's got even more nutritional value because it's still alive. So they get tons of hay and tons of grass, and they're constantly running around their big enclosures, so they really don't have any time to just sit there, be bored, and get fat and sassy. So we give them a little bit of extra food. This little guy's getting some love. Please don't mind, he's blowing his winter coat.
Watch out, I got closest. You don't want a shot? Okay. No, guys. Stand back.
Away.
Stand back. Let me do a box.
So I just want to show you something that we have found and love. This is not sponsored in any way, but a lot of people don't realize that rabbits should really be drinking out of bowls and not necessarily water bottles. Now you'll have some rabbits that just won't drink out of a bowl, and then of course use a water bottle, use what works. But in general, they don't tend to get enough water when they're drinking out of a water bottle. So to give them better access and encourage them to drink more, a bowl is usually better. Usually, not always. But people like the convenience of a water bottle. And so I found this, and it was really an amazing happy medium, kind of the best of both worlds. It's made by Rent-A-Coop. Again, not sponsored. But it is a water bottle with a bowl attached. And as they drink out of the bowl, there's a mechanism in there, a spring mechanism, that as the bowl gets lighter, the bottle refills the bowl. So it's got the benefit of staying full longer. You've got more water in there than you would a bowl. So if you're leaving, you know, if you're going to be gone during the day and you can't come back and, you know, check and make sure that your rabbit hasn't dumped over its water bowl like one of ours likes to do, or if you know, if it's a really hot day and you want to make sure that they've got plenty of water, then this is really a good solution. Now I do take these out in winter because it freezes here and I don't want this to crack and break. So we do use bowls in the winter, and we just constantly come out and thaw and refill frozen bowls. But it's warming up here right now, so we're gonna use them again. If we get a freeze warning, then of course I'll take them out and put bowls back in. But just wanted to show you these. It's a great option to give you kind of the best of both worlds. And it keeps their water clean, really nice and clean, just like a water bottle would. I'm so excited, guys. We've got daffodils in bloom. Some people call them jonquils, and that's like the first sign of spring here. Sorry, excuse me, I'm getting over a little head cold. And they are just beautiful on our hill, and I cannot wait. They're right behind the garden, which is covered in hay for winter, and I cannot wait to get out here and start gardening and be out here with these beautiful flowers. I'm gonna have to see about planting some further up the hill, because once we finish this fence here, hopefully soon, I won't be able to see those. And we're all about reusing, so we actually reuse the hay from the rabbit runs to cover our garden in winter, and make sure that the soil has that winter to rest and break down and decompose and really become good compost. But it has the added benefit of having the manure from the rabbits in it. So it is like gardener's gold on here, and you should see what happens to my plants when I put the rabbit manure on there. It is a cold manure, so it can go straight on your plants. You don't have to worry about it burning the plants or anything like that. It doesn't have to sit in compost like chicken manure does or anything like that. It can go straight on there, and it is fantastic for increasing the production of your garden. I put some on flowers that one year only grew about a foot, not realizing the amazing effects of rabbit fertilizer. And that following year, when I put the fertilizer on them, they grew to over 7 feet tall, and it looked ridiculous because I had them in tiny little planters, but it was a great experiment. And the kids and I got to see what happens when you fertilize with natural fertilizer. So it was really cool. Yeah, that's compost. That's what it's gonna do. So do you know how to turn a compost pile?
Yeah, just like putting it over there.
So we're gonna essentially flip it over, kind of like lasagna. It may just be because it's poop. So you take the first layer and flip. Okay. I need more green in here. I need more vegetables and stuff.
Yeah, like the
Plants.
tops.
Well, like those plants, when we pull out those back there, they'll go in here, and they will start to decompose.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you see this black down here? See the black? That is fully decomposed, or
So
yeah,
is
decomposed
that soil,
matter.
or is that just like that from the bags and stuff, or is this just?
No, that's
Wow.
decomposed.
That's poop.
Well, it's poop. It's stuff from the garden. See, like this big okra has not fully decomposed yet, or yeah, I think it was okra. Has
looks
not fully
a lot like
decomposed yet. But we are actually getting it to turn into soil. I need to add more green. I need to add a
If
little
our-
bit more dirt.
If our carrots would grow, then you could all the carrot tops that go down
Yeah.
here,
Exactly.
but they don't.
Okay, so now we've turned it. So we'll leave that for a couple days.
Yeah.
And they'll come back and turn it over here again. So we're really excited. Our next project is to redo the buck runs. This has worked great, but we found that there was a flaw in our design. We really want it taller. We love how we can just walk into the doe pen. We can go in there and play with them rather than always having to bring them out to play with them. And I really want that for the buck runs too. It'll be much easier to go in and clean them out because we use a deep litter method, and then we shovel the entire thing out. It'll be much easier to do that and take care of them if it is tall. So that is our our next big project, but it's gonna take a good day to do all that. So keep watching, and hopefully you'll be able to see that happen when it happens in the not too distant future, now that things are warming up. I know. Our rabbits have pretty much corner litter trained themselves, which is really, really nice. They each pick a corner in their run where they decide to poop, and that makes things much easier to keep their enclosures clean, because you just really have one area that you kind of have to concentrate on a regular basis, and then the other areas you just, like I said, usually once a month we'll scoop out the entire enclosure and give them fresh hay and or straw. But that area, that one area that they kind of use as their bathroom, we keep right on top of, and we clean out very, very regularly to keep it nice. But we appreciate them being so tidy and making things easy on us. So that's it for the bucks. Let's head to the does. Just like goats, boy rabbits are called bucks and the females are does. And actually, they are very similar to goats. They're almost like little mini goats as far as their digestion and everything goes. They both chew the cud. They cannot have wet hay, so you have to make sure that's why you saw where we put their food and their hay and everything is completely covered, so no moisture can get to it, because that will really mess up their digestion and cause them to bloat and everything. And just like goats, bloat is bad. Oh, we forgot the treats. Did they take them?
Yeah. Here you go. Oh, look at him. He just climbs up for it.
He's like our little puppy dog. You enjoying that treat, Snickers? Are you some spoiled bunnies? Some spoiled bunnies. So in the forecast today is rain. You can see the gray clouds overhead. We've had a lot of rain lately, but it's doing wonders for our grass and the daffodils and our upcoming garden. But normally at this time we would take 2 rabbits and put them out on this lush grass in a safe enclosure. This is movable and it's got covers on top, so nothing can get to them, but they get to frolic in the grass and eat as much grass as their little heart desires. But today, sadly, that's not going to happen because of the rain. But that's again why we enjoy having our rabbits in runs instead of in small little cages, because I don't have to feel so bad today that it's going to rain and they don't get to go out in this, because the one that goes out on the grass is actually the same size as their run. So they can just stay cozy in their run today. Spoiled babies. This little rabbit is probably the most puppy dog-like out of all of our rabbits. She cracks me up. This is Winter. Hi, Winter. How you doing, Mama? Hi. Yes. Yes. Oh, you like all the rubs. All the rubs. And there is her baby Daisy. You may be wondering why they're separated. They were together for a long time. Daisy's actually she's about 9 months old now. So they were together for about 8 months, but around 6 to 8 months, hormones start to kick in, and most does are very territorial, and so they will start to establish dominance, and sometimes that goes well and other times it does not. If you have 2 does that want to be dominant, then they're going to end up fighting for that dominance, and that can really, really be dangerous. It can go from a small little tiff to deadly very quickly. So we are not spaying these rabbits. If you spay your rabbits, then you can have much more success bonding them. We are not spaying them, so instead we divide the run and they each get their own separate space, but they can still see each other. They can cuddle up close to each other next to the bars, but there's no chance of them injuring each other.
She got hay all in her water.
Did she? She's a mess. But we love you. We love you, Winter. Hi, baby.
Daisums.
Hi, baby.
Daisum's like, give me some attention too.
Winter decided to dig outside yesterday when we had her out in the grass and the run. So her beautiful white fur became orange because we have orange clay. So she's kind of a hot mess right now, but she had fun. She is living the life. Are you excited? Why are you excited? You doing binkies and kicking your feet around? What's she doing? She's cleaning out that water that you made a mess in. You're a naughty bunny? Are you a naughty bunny? Look at you kicking. Kicking and flipping. Hi, baby girl. You want to say hi? This is Daisy. Daisy do. Daisy do. Now, Daisy is pretty small for a Holland Lop. She's also a blue-eyed white, but she is small because her daddy is Socks, our black bunny with the white feet, and he was when we got him from the breeder, she told us he was the runt of the litter. He was the smallest baby, and but he's completely healthy. He's amazing, and again, he's got a great little puppy dog personality. So she is the perfect mix of her mom and her dad. She has an amazing personality, but she's smaller than Winter, and she's just all around a really, really good bunny. We had 5 babies out of that litter, and everybody that has taken the babies has said what amazing personalities they have. So I couldn't be happier.
Okay, I need to put this down, and you need to not jump up here. Please? Thank you. Oh, I think I felt this a little too slow.
Is she eating her treat?
Yeah, she took it right away. I feed them the treat first so they don't try to run out and everything. And they don't try to help.
Are they not very helpful?
No.
I see.
Especially this one.
Oh, she's helping you right now, isn't she?
Over there. Okay.
So helpful. So
Very
helpful, Winter.
Winter. I love your helpful.
Each breed of rabbit really does have a different personality. We have 3 Holland Lops and a Netherland Dwarf. And our Netherland Dwarf is kind of an anomaly. He is amazing. He has a fantastic personality. That was Snickers, the little brown buck that's over there.
This one's leaking.
He is super sweet. Okay, I'll check it out. He is super sweet. He doesn't really like to be picked up, but he tolerates it well when he is. Once he's picked up, then he likes to be snuggled, but he doesn't like the actual picking up process. Whereas all 3 of the Holland Lops are like, okay, love on me, pick me up, hold me.
Except for this one.
Daisy's still learning. She's still a baby. So again, she's kind of like, she loves the pets and she loves to be played with, but doesn't necessarily love being held yet. But she'll get there. But Holland Lops typically are kind of the puppy dogs of the bunny world, and really enjoy affection and playing, and they enjoy bonding with a human. And Winter will even run circles around us when we come in there to let us know she wants to play and she's excited to see us, and we really love that. So this is, Holland Lops are probably our favorite breed.
Yeah, they are.
However, I do eventually really want to get a Flemish Giant. They are as big as a small dog. They're a little bit more hardy. Unfortunately, their lifespan is not as long, but I just think it would be really neat to have a Flemish Giant. Yeah, you want a Flemish Giant? You want a giant bunny? Yeah? Becca, you like the bunnies?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, Zach's over there making lemonade.
These doors are made out of dog cages.
Yeah, we are big on using what you've got, and we had someone give us a bunch of dog crates, and we disassembled them. That was a great project for us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We disassembled them and then reassembled them to create the wall between here, and it actually goes around, because we are planning on breeding Winter probably one more time and having one more doe in here. So this will actually be cut off too, and they will each 3 have their own enclosure. We'll also have to do another video because the same lady is planning on giving us, oh, that's some cute snuggle time. See what I mean? These guys just are
You want a pet?
snuggle bunnies. Oh, Becca loves the bunnies, and she's really good and gentle with them.
And barefoot again.
Yeah. Now, rabbits are not an animal that you want to allow children to handle unsupervised. Rabbits are extremely fragile, and sometimes people don't realize that. So my 2-year-old is never allowed with the rabbit unless I am standing there with her. But we'll have to do another video where we show you how to make these. We have, the same lady has offered us some more cages, and I'm really excited about it because Juliana and I love this kind of project. So this is a grow out pen that we've made from 3 dog crates that we disassembled and then Frankenstein together And right now it's not in use, so it is not set up for rabbits. So it's completely bare right now, but it'll kind of give you an idea of what you can do with things that you have. So this is 3 dog cages taken apart and then put back together to create one big run. And each of these are 2x3. So you end up with a 6x3 run, which is way better than the small rabbit cages that they sell in the stores and stuff like that. And again, that's used for our baby bunnies. I can leave the grate in it, or I can take it out, and there's actually a grid on the bottom where they can't dig out, but they can still be on grass and stuff like that. So that's a really nice option. So these are for baby bunnies, grow outs as we call them, who are waiting for their forever homes, or if I need to quarantine a rabbit, or like when we redo the buck run, we may need somewhere to put them overnight if we're not completely finished with their run in one day. So that is a perfect enclosure for them. They're still not going to be locked up in something super tiny. It is predator proof. They can't dig out. It's super safe. It's safe from the elements. They've got a roof on top, and then of course we'll have their hides and stuff in there as well, their hidey holes. So they just make a really, really good, cheap option for a cage if you need something like that. And then of course you can attach it to a run and make it even bigger. There's just a lot of options with it. So I encourage you to use what you can get your hands on. Like I said, these were given to us for free. So that was super, super exciting. And I'm excited to see what we can do with the next ones. I'm hoping to make even more run spaces and things like that. We're a small homestead. We're not looking to have a gazillion rabbits. We don't eat rabbits, so these are homestead pets. They serve a purpose because they provide us with amazing manure, but at the same time, we love them like pets, and so we take care of them just like we do our dog, and they are spoiled and loved. Another thing with rabbits is you don't want them anywhere near chickens if you have chickens, and you really don't want to mess with the rabbits after you've messed with the chickens before you've washed your hands and everything. So one of the things I do is make sure that I do not wear the same shoes into the chicken coop that I wear in the rabbit runs, and vice versa. So these are my chicken boots, and they're stored outside, and the reason for all that is that chickens can carry parasites that can be very, very harmful to rabbits. So you want to make sure that you don't cross-contaminate.
Right.
Let's go take care of our chickens.
You can also see there are different sections.
Yes, they're
One's on one side of the yard and the other's on the opposite.
very good. That's right. No, thank you.
Little Miss Becca.
Our chickens are fed. That's our rooster. His name is Chicken Nugget.
He will never be one.
We raised him from an egg, and we affectionately called him Chicken Nugget because we said he would never, he's the only one here promised never to be a chicken nugget. But we don't eat our chickens. We just aren't there yet.
They're like our pets.
They're, again, pets on the homestead. I know that's frowned upon, but they do provide a service. They give us eggs, and they turn compost for us, and they make great soil. So they definitely serve a purpose, but we don't eat them yet. They have pellets all the time in that feeder there. But then every morning we come out and we give them grains too, which they love. In the spring and summer, I ferment their grains, but in the winter, it freezes. So they just get regular grains in the winter. We do a deep litter method in here too with the hay and the straw. However, with all the rain that we've had right now, that's decomposed very quickly, so we've got to put some more in here soon. Chickens, for those that don't know, are messy.
Yeah.
We have an automatic watering system that I still have to come out and clean daily because they kick dirt into it, straw into it, grain into it, corn into it, and occasionally they will roost on it and poop on it. Chickens are messy.
We also have a whole different water jug for us.
So this automatic water is actually hooked up to our hose, but again, right now, in winter, when everything freezes, we end up doing everything by hand. So I will fill it up by hand. Nice clean water. Yay. Happy chickens. So again, recycle, reduce, reuse. These are chicken bags, chicken feed bags. And in the winter, when we want to block the cold air and everything from getting in the coop, we staple the chicken bags up. As it begins to warm up, we will take these off, and then this coop is perfect for spring and summer because it is fully aerated. You can see chickens are also goobers at times. They have beautiful nest boxes up here that were full of hay, but instead they kicked all the hay out, and they decided to create a nest down there and put their eggs in that. I love this setup. It gives us easy access to the eggs, but it's still predator proof. I don't know how many of these eggs are still going to be good because they laid them down there below some of the roosts, where they might have gotten all
wet and stuff.
Yucky, but we will see. If they're yucky, I can cook them up and actually give them back to the chickens. What do you do when it is almost spring and you need to start your seedlings, but you have no space? You turn your laundry room into a seedling starter room. At least that's what I've done. This whole side is where we have set up grow lights and shelves to become a temporary greenhouse. And as you can see, things are going well. This is some ginger that is typically a little bit more tropical of a plant. It'll do really well outside here in the spring and summer, but of course does not in the winter. And we planted them from the ginger bulbs, and they have taken off. They're doing really well. So these are where our seedlings live. Right now we just planted some more yesterday because right about now it's time to start beans. We've got some raspberry plants that are gonna come back again as it warms up. Some arugula. We're also planting a bunch of stuff that the rabbits can eat, and of course the chickens, they love all sorts of stuff like that. So this is our little mini greenhouse for right now. We will eventually get some of them outside as the weather warms up a little bit. We use a shelf outside and we cover it with a shower curtain, and that becomes a little greenhouse to get them ready for spring so that they can acclimate well. This is our makeshift seedling waterer because it's not super strong, so it won't hurt the plants, but at the same time it waters them pretty well. And it is just a milk jug with holes poked in the cap. Again, use what you got to get what you want.
All right, thank you guys for coming along for my morning chores. I enjoyed having you come with me, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful week. May Yah bless you and keep you. Bye.